you go. You might see a little box there. So
Continue. Yeah.
yeah. All right. So I am going to share my screen. Share my screen. And
Your books that you send us, the booklets are very good, Lynn.
thank you.
You
There
you
we
do a
go.
very good job with them.
Thank you. I'm going to stop my video so you don't see me. There you go. All right, so there we go. I shouldn't be surprised that there we go. Internet's a little slow. All right, so for those who are watching this replay, this recording, welcome. If you don't know already, my name is Lynn DeBoer Johnson, and I'm a certified nutritional endocrinology health coach through the Institute of Nutritional Endocrinology. I look forward to being your trail guide in this journey of discovery. I have many resources to use as together we investigate ways to support your body using traditional Chinese medicine, Ayurveda, herbs and healing foods, movement, and so many other ways to nurture you. It is my passion to teach and inspire you to understand who you truly are. It is from this place you can make decisions that are good for you and will then be of help to others. So, what to expect from this presentation? In this training, I will teach you how to successfully improve your mood through delicious foods. If you're struggling with mood swings or irritability, this is the workshop for you. Please download the Foods That Boost Your Mood guide if you haven't already, as well as the Food and Mood Diary, so you can follow along. I don't know if you saw the call reminder. In the call reminder, I put the link for the Food and Mood Diary. It's kind of a little bonus gift there. Have a notebook and pen handy for taking notes, and please put your cell phones on airplane mode or silent. Oh, that's a note for me as well. I forgot to do that. Silent. There we go. All right. And then at the end of this training, there will be more time for Q&A. Obviously, if something just is burning and you need to know now, we will do that. But I wanted to make sure you knew that I did make sure I have time for that afterwards. All right, so lifestyle affects mood along with food, right? Do you ever feel, I know I'm feeling a little cranky and irritable these days because of the heat, but do you ever feel cranky and just don't know why? So between the unprecedented circumstances that we have been coping with and the normal day-to-day stressors of life, you're definitely not alone if you find yourself feeling down nowadays. Food has the ability to improve your mood. If you have a fairly good diet, you can open up your pantry and come upon plenty of mood-boosting delicacies that are both healthy and delicious. When you think of the many benefits that come from a healthy diet, a better mood isn't usually on the list. However, the connection between foods, mood, and overall gut health is an emerging field of research, and it turns out that some simple dietary tweaks may be able to turn your frown upside down. We have a song that we sing. If you have a frowny face, change it for a smile. Turn your smile upside down and turn that frown upside down and smile all the while. Anyway, that always reminds me of that. So when you're dealing with any mood changes, whether it is more irritability, anger, or just mood swings, it's a good idea to take a look at your health and lifestyle first. While it might be related to a medical condition that your doctor can help treat, consider what your current lifestyle is like. some questions to ask about your lifestyle. Are you drinking alcohol or caffeine more than normal? Do you get enough exercise? How is your stress level? And are you sleeping enough? So, food can improve your mood and mental health. There are quite a few healthy and delicious foods that are not only food for your body, but can help boost your mood as well. It's also completely normal to crave and reach for sweets when you're blue. That temporary rush of endorphins released by sugar can make you feel better momentarily, but it's usually followed by a crash. Instead, focusing on science backed foods to boost your mood can support your mind and body in the long run. So, first, let's take a quick look at how the gut and brain are connected, and then dive into the best foods and nutrients to boost your mood. The foods that are discussed in the guide, um, they can keep well or can be cooked and frozen in between trips to the grocery store. All right, so I know what I want to do. I want to go here. I knew something was looking different. It's like, wait, there we go. Let's get this big and bold. All right, so here we have the gut-brain connection. So have you ever had a gut feeling or butterflies in your stomach? These sensations emanating from your belly suggest that your brain and gut are connected. What's more, recent studies show that your brain affects your gut health and your gut may even affect your brain health. The communication system between your gut and brain is called the gut-brain axis. So we're going to explore more on the gut-brain axis and foods that are beneficial to its health. The gut-brain axis is a term for the communication network that connects your gut and brain. These two organs are connected both physically and biochemically in a number of different ways. So the vagus nerve and the nervous system. Neurons are cells found in your brain and central nervous system that tell your body how to behave. There are approximately 100 billion neurons in the human brain. And interestingly, your gut contains 500 million neurons, which are connected to your brain through nerves in your nervous system. The vagus nerve is one of the biggest nerves connecting your gut and brain. It sends signals in both directions. For example, in animal studies, stress inhibits the signals sent through the vagus nerve and also causes gastrointestinal problems. Similarly, one study in humans found that people with irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, or Crohn's disease had reduced vagal tone, indicating a reduced function of the vagus nerve. An interesting study in mice found that feeding them a probiotic reduced the amount of stress hormone in their blood. However, when their vagus nerve was cut, the probiotic had no effect. So this suggests that the vagus nerve is important in the gut-brain axis and its role in stress. Your gut and brain are also connected through chemicals called neurotransmitters. Neurotransmitters produced in the brain control feelings and emotions. For example, the neurotransmitter serotonin contributes to feelings of happiness and also helps control your body clock. Interestingly, many of these neurotransmitters are also produced by your gut cells and the trillions of microbes living there. A large proportion of serotonin is produced in the gut. Your gut microbes also produce a neurotransmitter called gamma aminobutyric acid, or GABA. which helps control feelings of fear and anxiety. Studies in laboratory mice have shown that certain probiotics can increase the production of GABA and reduce anxiety and depression like behavior. Gut microbes make other chemicals that affect the brain. The trillions of microbes that live in your gut also make other chemicals that affect how your brain works. Your gut microbes produce lots of short chain fatty acids, such as butyrate, propionate, and acetate. They make short chain fatty acids by digesting fiber. Um, these short chain fatty acids affect brain function in a number of ways, such as reducing appetite. One study found that consuming propionate can reduce food intake and reduce the activity in the brain related to reward from high energy food. Another short chain fatty acid, butyrate, and the microbes that produce it are also important for forming the barrier between the brain and the blood, which is called the blood brain barrier. Gut microbes also metabolize bile acids and amino acids to produce other chemicals that affect the brain. Bile acids are chemicals made by the liver that are normally involved in absorbing dietary fats. However, they may also affect the brain. Two studies in mice found that stress and social disorders reduce the production of bile acid by gut bacteria and alter the genes involved in their production. Your gut brain axis is also connected through the immune system. Gut and gut microbes play an important role in your immune system and inflammation by controlling what is passed into the body and what is excreted. If your immune system is switched on for too long, it can lead to inflammation, which is associated with a number of brain disorders like depression and Alzheimer's disease. Lipopolysaccharide is an inflammatory toxin made by certain bacteria. It can cause inflammation if too much of it passes from the gut into the blood. This can happen when the gut barrier becomes leaky, which allows bacteria and LPS to cross over into the blood. Inflammation and high lipopolysaccharides in the blood have been associated with a number of brain disorders, including severe depression, dementia, and schizophrenia. Gut bacteria affect brain health, so changing your gut bacteria may improve your brain health. Probiotics are live bacteria that impart health benefits if eaten. However, not all probiotics are the same. Probiotics that affect the brain are often referred to as psychobiotics. Some probiotics have been shown to improve symptoms of stress, anxiety, and depression. One small study of people with irritable bowel syndrome and mild to moderate anxiety or depression found that taking a probiotic called Bifidobacterium longum NCC3001 for 6 weeks significantly improved symptoms. Prebiotics, which are typically fibers that are fermented by your gut bacteria, may also affect brain health. One study found that taking a prebiotic called galacto-oligosaccharides for 3 weeks significantly reduced the amount of stress hormone in the body called cortisol. So, what foods help the gut-brain connection? A few groups of foods are specifically beneficial for the gut-brain axis. Here are some of the most important ones. Omega-3 fats. These fats are found in oily fish and also in high quantities in the human brain. Studies in humans and animals show that omega-3s can increase good bacteria in the gut. and reduce risk of brain disorders. Fermented foods. Yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, and cheese all contain healthy microbes such as lactic acid bacteria. Fermented foods have been shown to alter brain activity. High fiber foods. Whole grains, nuts, seeds, fruits, and vegetables all contain prebiotic fibers that are good for your gut bacteria. Prebiotics can reduce stress hormones in humans. Polyphenol rich foods. Cocoa or cacao, green tea, olive oil, and coffee all contain polyphenols, which are plant chemicals that are digested by your gut bacteria. Polyphenols increase healthy gut bacteria and may improve cognition. Tryptophan rich foods. Tryptophan is an amino acid that is converted into the neurotransmitter serotonin. Foods that are high in tryptophan include turkey, eggs, and cheese. So here we go to mood boosting foods. So here are the top 16 mood boosting foods. When you're feeling down, it can be tempting to turn to food to lift your spirits. However, the sugary, high calorie treats that many people resort to have negative consequences of their own. Thus, you may wonder whether any healthy foods can improve your mood. Recently, research on the relationship between nutrition and mental health has been emerging. Yet it's important to note, as mentioned before, that mood can be influenced by many other factors such as stress, environment, poor sleep, genetics, mood disorders, and nutritional deficiencies. Therefore, it's difficult to accurately determine whether food alone can raise your spirits. Nonetheless, certain foods have been shown to improve overall brain health and certain types of mood disorders. So, here are some healthy foods that may boost your mood. So you can see here we've got dark leafy greens, salmon and other fatty fish, turkey, cheese, eggs, beans and lentils, avocados, fermented foods, dark chocolate, ghee, nuts and seeds, bell peppers, bananas, oats, and my berries seem to have not shown up here. Okay, well, we'll talk about that. So first we'll start with dark leafy greens. So the first type of food that can be amazing for your mood is dark leafy greens. Greens have a variety of nutrients. These include fiber, which balances your blood sugar, B vitamins for brain health, vitamin K, C, A, beta carotene, calcium, B vitamins, potassium, and much more, especially iron. Studies show that iron deficiency is closely linked to emotional behavior, anxiety, and disrupted neurotransmitters as well, which provides even more reason to eat these nutritious veggies. Iron and B vitamins also helps to produce energy, which can lead to positive feelings, as well as bolster your ability to participate in the activities you love. However, while it can be great for boosting your mood, you also want to be sure not to have too much iron. Too much iron in the brain can also impair neurotransmitters. It's a Goldilocks situation where you need to get your iron levels just right. So talk to your doctor to discuss the right amount. Leafy greens also contain a lot of antioxidants, which protect brain cells from free radicals that dampen mood and drain energy. In addition, dark leafy greens are packed with magnesium, which aids sleep and enhances your ability to overcome and manage stress. So grab a bunch of spinach, kale, collard, Swiss chard, mizuna, mustard greens, dandelions, or whichever dark leafy greens you enjoy, and try different ways to add them to your diet. Kale chips are a great place to start. Omega-3 fatty acids are a group of essential fats that you must obtain through your diet because your body can't produce them on its own. Fatty fish, like salmon and albacore tuna, are rich in two types of omega 3s, docosahexaenoic acid, DHA, and icosapentaenoic acid, EPA, that are linked to lower levels of depression. Omega 3s contribute to the fluidity of your brain's cell membrane and appear to play key roles in brain development and cell signaling. While research is mixed, one review of clinical trials showed that in some studies, consuming omega 3s in the form of fish oil lowered depression scores. Although there's no standard dose, most experts agree that most adults should get at least 250 to 500 milligrams of combined EPA and DHA per day. Given that a 3.5-ounce serving of salmon provides 2,260 milligrams of EPA and DHA, eating this fish a few times per week is a great way to get these fats into your diet. Rich in tryptophan, turkey helps produce a neurotransmitter called serotonin from this amino acid. When you have lower levels of tryptophan, this can lead to less serotonin production, which can then lead to an increase in depression and anxiety symptoms. Turkey also has tyrosine, another amino acid that is a precursor for other brain neurotransmitters. Turkey is a healthy, low-fat protein option, so it is great for most people's diets. So whether you are on a generally healthy diet, a low-carb or low-fat diet, it's going to work great for you. Start adding turkey to your sandwiches, have roasted turkey for dinner, or use ground turkey in place of ground beef in different recipes. Eating foods like turkey that are high in protein help to increase the feeling of satiety, meaning that they make a person feel fuller for longer. Getting enough protein helps maintain lean muscle mass and keeps insulin levels stable after meals. Protein is, however, the one nutrient that most meat eaters are already getting in sufficient amounts. Keep in mind that the amount of protein at each meal matters. You can only absorb so much at one time. Make sure to have a lean protein source at each meal and spread your intake throughout the day. Some other mood-boosting elements of turkey include the B vitamins, especially vitamins B6 and B12, as well as zinc. Zinc deficiencies are often associated with increased occurrences of mood disorders like depression and anxiety. Chia seeds act as another rich source of omega-3 fatty acids. In fact, they have more than salmon. Chia seeds are also good sources of nutrients such as iron, calcium, fiber, and protein. Chia also contains magnesium, which increases feelings of well-being and can help you relax. Low protein and amino acid levels in the diet can result in mood swings, loss of muscle, poor concentration, and trouble losing weight. Chia seeds can be an excellent source of plant-based protein, especially if your diet consists of little to no animal products. There are so many benefits to chia seeds that they will not only help aid in boosting your mood, along with these other nutritious foods, but they provide overall health and wellness for your body and mind. Chia seeds are also full of tryptophan. As mentioned before, tryptophan is an essential amino acid for serotonin production, which is commonly known as the happy hormone. As a result, eating chia seeds may help regulate your sleep, improve your mood, and relieve depression and anxiety. Chia seeds also have more antioxidants than blueberries. In fact, some dietitians believe that they are the most antioxidant-packed food on earth. They are fiber dense and can help blood sugar remain stable so you can avoid spikes. The easiest way to incorporate more chia seeds into your diet is by adding them to your smoothie or protein shake. Eggs were previously thought to be a slightly unhealthy option because of the higher fat content, But many studies have shown that they don't have the effect on your cholesterol than was once predicted. Of course, if your doctor advises against them, they might still be something to pass up. However, if you like eggs, definitely add them to your diet to help boost your mood. They are high in vitamins B12 and D, as well as protein, calcium, thiamine, riboflavin, and pantothenic acid. Eggs have choline, which is actually why I can't eat them. But if you can, this helps with your nervous system and mood and makes neurotransmitters and selenium an antioxidant. When you eat antioxidant rich foods, it helps with your brain health and boosts your mood. Choline is essential for proper liver, muscle, and brain functions. Some can be produced by your liver, but not enough to meet human needs. Choline is used by the liver to transport triglycerides fat out of the liver to the muscles, where the triglycerides are used as an energy source for muscular work. Choline is also critical for cell membrane function and repair. And choline is needed to produce acetylcholine, an important neurotransmitter for memory, mood, muscle control, and other brain and nervous system functions. In addition to being high in fiber and plant based protein, beans and lentils are full of feel good nutrients. They're an excellent source of B vitamins, which help improve mood by increasing levels of neurotransmitters like serotonin, dopamine, norepinephrine, and gamma aminobutyric acid, or GABA, all of which are important for regulating mood. Furthermore, B vitamins play a key role in nerve signaling, which allows proper communication between nerve cells. Low levels of these vitamins, especially B12 and folate, have been linked to mood disorders such as depression. Finally, they're a good source of zinc, magnesium, selenium, and non hemi iron, which may likewise elevate your spirits. Foods high in healthy fats are key to maintaining healthy blood sugar, which prevents irritability. They also help the absorption of fat soluble vitamins, which are needed for balanced hormones that help your body manage stress and stabilize your mood. Avocados are one of the healthiest fats around, and they're a versatile food too. The good thing about avocados is that not only do they help boost your mood, but they are delicious. Many people love eating avocados, but had no idea they could actually be good for you. It is true that avocados are higher in fat, but it is a healthy type of fat. They contain fiber and vitamins B6, E, and C. Another valuable vitamin you can get from avocados is B5, which helps your neurotransmitter production, including serotonin. One of its superstar nutrients is folate, which can be helpful in fighting depression, especially when consumed through food sources rather than supplements. Fermented foods, which include kimchi, yogurt, kefir, kombucha, and sauerkraut, may improve gut health and mood. The fermentation process allows live bacteria to thrive in foods that are then able to convert sugars into alcohol and acids. During this process, probiotics are created. These live microorganisms support the growth of healthy bacteria in your gut and may increase serotonin levels. It's important to note that not all fermented foods are significant sources of probiotics, such as in the case of beer, some breads, and wine, due to cooking and filtering. Serotonin is a neurotransmitter that affects many facets of human behavior, such as mood, stress response, appetite, and sexual drive. Up to 90% of your body's serotonin is produced by your gut microbiome, or the collection of healthy bacteria in your gut. In addition, the gut microbiome plays a role in brain health. Research is beginning to show a connection between healthy gut bacteria and lower rates of depression. Still, more research is needed to understand how probiotics may regulate mood. Chocolate is rich in many mood boosting compounds. Its sugar may improve mood since it's a quick source of fuel for your brain. Furthermore, it may release a cascade of feel-good compounds, such as caffeine, theobromine, and N-acyl N-acylethylamine, a substance chemically similar to cannabinoids that has been linked to improved mood. However, some experts debate whether chocolate contains enough of these compounds to trigger a psychological response. Regardless, it's high in health-promoting flavonoids, which have been shown to increase blood flow to your brain, reduce inflammation, and boost brain health, all of which may support mood regulation. Finally, chocolate has a high hedonic rating, meaning that its pleasurable taste, texture, and smell may also promote a good mood. Because milk chocolate contains added ingredients like sugar and fat, it's best to opt for dark chocolate, which is higher in flavonoids and lower in added sugar. You should still stick to 1 to 2 small squares of 70% or more cacao solids at a time, since it's a high calorie food. That is my challenge. I see chocolate and it's like, oh, I'll eat it all. Ghee. If you don't like butter or can't eat it due to a dairy allergy from casein and lactose, you're in luck. You can instead use ghee, which is made from butter, but doesn't have the same effect on your body. It also happens to be another great food for improving your mood. Also known as clarified butter, ghee has a lot of nutritious fats as well as vitamin D. It also helps to heal the digestive tract, which allows your gut bacteria to develop. The enteric nervous system, also called your second brain, is nourished by ghee as well as protected and strengthened. The enteric nervous system is two thin layers of more than 100 million nerve cells lining your gastrointestinal tract from your esophagus to your rectum. Ghee also encourages bile production in the liver, which is necessary for proper digestion, especially digestion of fatty foods. Saturated fat is essential for proper brain health. Ghee is indeed a high quality and healthy source of saturated fat. The neurons and nerve fibers in the brain are coated in a myelin sheathing, which is made of saturated fats like those found in ghee. Without this sheathing, neurons, axons, and nerve cells would not be able to fire and communicate with each other. When your diet is lacking in healthy saturated fat, this communication can't happen. In addition, saturated fat is a necessary building block for brain cells. Ghee also contains choline and omega-3 fatty acids, both essential brain nutrients. Choline is a precursor to neurotransmitters like acetylcholine, which is extremely important for memory and learning. Persons who suffer from a choline deficiency may experience changes in mood and cognitive impairments. Omega-3 fatty acids help reduce inflammation, increase gray matter, slow the rate of aging. Oh, here, somebody coming in. There you go. Okay, so ghee also contains choline and omega-3 fatty acids, both essential brain nutrients. Choline is a precursor to neurotransmitters like acetylcholine, which is extremely important for memory and learning. Persons who suffer from a choline deficiency may experience changes in mood and cognitive impairments. Omega 3 fatty acids help reduce inflammation, increase gray matter, and slow the rate of aging, while improving cognitive health, memory, as well as overall mood and well being. Nuts and seeds are high in plant based protein, healthy fats, and fiber. Oops. Carol, can you put your um, mute your microphone? Thank you. Um, let's see. Additionally, they provide tryptophan, an amino acid responsible for producing mood boosting serotonin. Almonds, cashews, peanuts, and walnuts, as well as pumpkin, sesame, and sunflower seeds, are excellent sources. Moreover, nuts and seeds are a large component of both the MIND, MIND, all in caps, and Mediterranean diets, which may support a healthy brain. Each of these diets promotes fresh whole foods and limits your intake of processed items. What's more, a 10-year study in 15,980 people linked moderate nut intake to a 23% lower risk of depression. Finally, certain nuts and seeds, such as Brazil nuts, almonds, and pine nuts, are good sources of zinc and selenium. Deficiency in these minerals, which are important for brain function, is associated with higher rates of depression, although more research is needed. All colors of bell peppers are great for you. Great for you. They're low in fat, low in carbohydrates, and have lots of vitamins and minerals. Bell peppers also have the antioxidant vitamin C, which helps the functioning of your nervous system and the improvement of your cognition. Studies show that vitamin C reduces your stress and helps with mood. Though vitamin C is best known for its immune boosting properties, it's also great at taxing those I hate my life feelings by fighting off free radicals and lingering stress, which can also trigger fat storage. Bell peppers also contain vitamin B6. This B vitamin is associated with the production of serotonin and norepinephrine, brain chemicals that can enhance your mood. Bell peppers can also support melatonin production. And if your blue mood is leading to sleep issues, the boost in melatonin can ensure that your sleep routine is at reduced risk. Not getting enough sleep is a factor in depression, so be sure to include those bell peppers in your diet if you're feeling stressed. Bananas may help turn a frown upside down. They're high in vitamin B6, which helps synthesize feel good transmitters like dopamine and serotonin. Furthermore, one large banana provides 16 grams of sugar and 3.5 grams of fiber. When paired with fiber, sugar is released slowly into your bloodstream, allowing for stable blood sugar levels and better mood control. Blood sugar levels that are too low may lead to irritability and mood swings. Finally, this ubiquitous tropical fruit, especially when still showing green on the peel, is an excellent source of prebiotics, a type of fiber that helps feed healthy bacteria in your gut. A robust gut microbiome is associated with lower rates of mood disorders. Oats are a whole grain that can keep you in good spirits all morning. You can enjoy them in many forms, such as overnight oats, oatmeal, muesli, and granola. They're an excellent source of fiber, providing 8 grams in a single raw cup. Fiber helps slow your digestion of carbs, allowing for a gradual release of sugar into the bloodstream to keep your energy levels stable. In one study, those who ate 1.5 to 6 grams of fiber at breakfast reported better mood and energy levels. This was attributed to more stable blood sugar levels, which is important for controlling mood swings and irritability. Although other sources of whole grains can have this effect, oats may be especially advantageous as they're also a great source of iron, with one raw cup boasting 19% of your daily needs. Iron deficiency anemia, one of the most common nutrient deficiencies, is associated with low iron intake. Its symptoms include fatigue, sluggishness, and mood disorders. Some research suggests um, that people experience improvements in these symptoms after eating iron-rich foods or supplementing with iron, but more research is needed. Pardon me. Curiously, eating more fruits and vegetables is linked to lower rates of depression. Although the mechanism isn't clear, a diet rich in antioxidants may help manage inflammation associated with depression and other mood disorders. Berries pack a wide range of antioxidants and phenolic compounds, which play a key role in combating oxidative stress, an imbalance of harmful compounds in your body. They're particularly high in anthocyanins, a pigment that gives certain berries their purple-blue color. One study associated a diet rich in anthocyanins with a 39% lower risk of depression symptoms. If you can't buy them fresh, try buying frozen berries, which are frozen at their peak ripeness to retain the maximum amount of antioxidants. Okay, I'm just going to take a sip of liquid here. So, we have all heard about the benefits of eating the rainbow, right? Well, this philosophy, based on Ayurveda, takes it to another level. It's all about eating foods of certain colors that help to realign us emotionally. So, if you're into chakras, you will understand even more how certain colors encourage healing within your body. So, here's how it works. Red for energy in the root chakra. If you're feeling run down, fatigued, burnt out, lazy, or lethargic, red foods such as tomatoes, strawberries, raspberries, and beets will help to boost your energy levels and body temperature. Oops, sorry. There we go. Orange for confidence and self-worth. The sacral chakra is also sometimes the creativity chakra. If you are low on confidence, doubling or doubting yourself, or feeling unworthy of love, get yourself some oranges and do it fast. Things like mandarins, mangoes, carrots, squash, pumpkin, and yams will all make a big impact on your feelings. Yellow for joy, and that's your solar plexus chakra. If you are feeling depressed, sad, or emotional, hook yourself up with some bananas, sweet corn on the cob, some fresh pineapple, or some yellow peppers, and watch how your mood changes. Yellow is a natural mood enhancer, so skip the Prozac or the bottle of red wine and make yourself something bright. Green for rejuvenation, the heart chakra. Feeling low on vital energy? Are you stressed, overworked, experiencing adrenal fatigue, acidity, or toxicity? Then green is the color for you. Throw your favorite organic greens into a juicer or make a gigantic salad and feel what happens to your feelings of stress. Likely they will melt away due to live enzymes, oxygen, and chlorophyll. Blue or black for calming, and that's the throat chakra. Experiencing anxiety, enjoy a bowl of blueberries or blackberries. Blue and black foods help to tonify the kidneys and help to elicit honest communication. Violet for peace. This is your third eye chakra. These foods will help to calm your energy and bring you peace if you are feeling frustrated, angry, or unable to forgive. Foods like eggplant, purple kale, Concord grapes, purple carrots, etc., will help to bring you peace and calm. Whip up a fresh smoothie with your favorite purple foods. And white for strength in your crown chakra. Things like mushrooms, garlic, ginger, onion, lychees, coconut, and other tropical fruits help to give you strength and power. If you are feeling defeated or down on yourself, then enjoy some white foods and experience a surge in your own inner strength. So, I'm going to stop for a second here. Do you have any questions for me about what you've learned so far today? Oh, there you go.
Very good, Lynn. Thank you. Lots of things, lots of questions.
Okay, I actually even have a little tiny bit more, but I wanted to stop and make sure because that was the main part of the presentation.
Probiotics, prebiotics for IBS.
Yeah, because here, let me see if I can find that piece there. Because what it is, it's about feeding the good bacteria. Is what it comes down to. I'm going to find my notes here. And if you do the right prebiotics, they can actually help soothe your gut lining.
Like which ones?
Yeah, hold on here. Sorry.
No, see, I ended up with IBS because for a whole year I had to go to the dentist, and because I have hip and knee implants, they would not do anything without my taking antibiotics. So it cleaned me out completely on my stomach about anything, good or bad or anything. And so the probiotics that I've been taking help a lot. But
Yep.
prebiotics, I had never heard of that, nor had my doctor, I think.
Well, and it's more so. I talked about the probiotic Bifidobacterium longum with that study with people with IBS and anxiety. And hold on a second here.
Bifidobacteria what?
It's Bifidobacterium
Bacterium
longum.
longum.
Longum, and then it's a specific strain. It's N as in Nancy, CC3001.
Okay.
So what happens with prebiotics is that they increase bifidobacteria.
Ah, I see. But what prebiotics would that be?
Oh, well, it's whatever
Whatever
you
has
can,
prebiotics?
yeah, whatever you can find. You can find prebiotics as a supplement. There's something called symbiotics, Symbiotics, and that combines prebiotics and probiotics together. So
Okay.
that's what I'm taking with my Viome supplements. So
I've heard of this, I think.
yeah,
Okay. Thank you, Lynn.
yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, I have my box downstairs. Otherwise, I show you what I'm taking. But that's the main thing. Yeah, prebiotics made from galacto-oligosaccharides, and also it's a pectin. Galacto-oligosaccharides are a type of pectin. So you can buy apple pectin powder. Um,
Okay.
you can also buy modified citrus pectin.
You know, when I first went to see the gastroenterologist, they told me not to take any fermented food at all. Nothing. And so I didn't for about 6 months, and then I said, forget it. I love it. And I started having it, and I started feeling much better immediately.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They told me to
Because
take the probiotics, but nothing fermented. No yogurt, no nothing. I never went back to see them again.
that
Yeah,
makes no sense because
it,
it's about
it,
building up.
I didn't know anything about it, but it, they just didn't make sense to me, so I never saw them again. I have a
Yeah.
situation there, but yeah, they said don't take any, and I didn't for 6 months, and then I said I really miss them. I really miss
Yeah.
yogurt, and I started taking it again, and I felt really good.
Well, you like with all things, you want to see how your body responds to it.
That's
What
right.
is it asking for? And then you want to, um, if you're buying it, you want to look at the ingredients.
Yeah.
I actually
No.
just did a blog post on the new nutrition label and what to look for on it. So
Oh.
um, I just did it last night. So
Okay.
if you go to my blog on my Feeding Your Health site, you'll see that there where I go into
If
what
it's a website, I cannot get into any of your websites, Lynn. I
you
can only
can't
get
get
into
into it
the
at all.
no, I can only get into the Facebook, but not any website or anything.
Is it just me or is it anybody? Is
Just
it just
yours.
it's
I
just
never
mine?
have been.
Hmm.
I don't know what I did at the beginning, and this was several years ago that I've never. I don't
Well,
know.
try it again because at the beginning of the year, I worked with my host provider and we did a bunch of stuff to it. So maybe
Okay,
it'll.
so I'll try it again. So I guess I have to sign up again, new or something like that.
No, you just go to feedingyourhealth.com.
Ah, okay, I'll try it today.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lynn. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah. Any other questions?
I always learn new things with you. I love it. Always, always.
Oh, good, because you're pretty smart.
I don't remember them, but I but I learned them.
Well, you've got the guide, so all you have to do is go back and look at those
That's
guides.
right.
Yeah.
That started it off. The rest, I guess it's okay.
Well, if you have some questions,
Eggs do not cause a lot of inflammation, or do they cause
it
inflammation?
depends. So, like, I can't eat them partly because of the choline, because I have a family of cardiovascular issues, but it's also because of the sulfur, and my sulfur metabolism pathways aren't great. I produce too much sulfur gas.
Okay.
So, for me, but for some people, they're a superfood, and because they need that choline and all the
So,
other things that are in it.
I really have to get that test before I really know. I know
Well,
that
that's part of the Viome test.
yeah, I know that sometimes I do eat scrambled eggs with my husband,
Mhm.
and actually I feel fine. So
Just saying, for
I
some
need that. I need
people,
that
and
biome test.
yeah, yeah, and because I know through Dr. Rita Marie, she's a plant based person, and that's fine because that works for her. but I know for some people,
It doesn't
it
work.
it doesn't work for them. I know some people have oxalate issues, and they need to get most of their nutrition through animal foods and really limit, especially some of the leafy green vegetables. But what it boils down to is what is in your gut. It's not that the food is bad,
It's what.
because you like Dr. Gundry with lectins and all these people are, oh, this food is, no, God does not make bad food. Okay, just saying that.
Yeah,
It's
no, I
what
agree.
it's what's in our gut.
So at different times, because what I say is that when I first took Before Be Gone, that was exactly what I needed.
Yeah.
That was exactly what I needed. But even though my instinct says based on that is what I need right now, which is go back to that, there's things that are different now.
Mm-hmm.
And basically it's the gut problems that I have right now
Right.
because of all
Right.
those antibiotics. And it's funny because my orthopedic surgeon said after 5 years, if you're okay, you don't need it. But at the university where I go to the dentist, they said, nah, no, you have to do it. And I like the dentist there,
Yeah.
so I took all
Well,
those
your
antibiotics.
mouth has its own microbiome. Your skin has its own microbiome. Your breasts actually have their own microbiome. There have been studies on breast cancer because your breasts have their own microbial needs. So, we're just fearfully and amazingly made. And
I think the human body is the most extraordinary
yeah.
thing that there is. I really do. I
Oh,
don't
I'm
think
right there with
any,
you.
any computer can do anything that's near to what the human body is when it does, how it's affected by the emotions. I know my blood sugar goes way up
Oh yeah.
immediately if I have
Oh yeah.
any strong emotion, whatever it is,
Yeah.
it's way up there. But the way the body compensates for what you need, or for me,
Right.
I'm really astonished by the human body.
Totally. And this is also though where the emotions are nothing but energy and movement,
That's
right?
right.
And this is also a factor of your food and your lifestyle. So
Yes,
if your body's producing the organisms it needs, even when there is an emotional event, your response to it is different.
it's different.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not the event that's changed, it's you and how you perceive it, because you've got this gut brain connection that it's all working together and you can stay centered and be calm. And
Yes.
that's what this is about. Um, so you have great questions. I want to make sure if you have any other questions.
I'll start with that, but I'll listen to this again.
Okay, well, just let me know if something else comes up.
If something else comes up, I'll put the question in the Facebook. This
Perfect.
way you'll have the replay, won't you?
No, I send the replay out in the email.
Oh, okay. Then I'll send it to you.
Okay.
I remember at a certain point I stopped taking notes and I was just listening
Okay.
because it was too much. So I said I'll just have
Oh,
to
I'm
listen to it
sorry.
again.
I was trying to keep
No,
it simple,
no,
but
it's not too much in a bad way. It's too much in a very good way.
okay.
And this is important for me because my husband lives with dysthymia. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Mm-hmm.
And I can say it because as a teacher, as a college teacher, he tells all his students, I live with this. So if you have any situation, come and talk to me about it, and I'll help you with exams or send you to the correct place to go. So when I saw that about the mood altering food, thank you. It's just what we
Yeah.
needed right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of the things that you talk about, he does have. He does have, oatmeal, oh,
Mm-hmm.
eggs, also very good. He's eating vegetables because I eat them. So that's very good. So
Yeah, the hand that rocks the cradle rules the world, right?
that's right. So thank you, Lynn. It
Oh,
was just right.
So I'm going to just finish this up real quick. And all right, so we went over Q&A. So small changes for the long run. Boosting your mood with foods is one of the easiest ways to improve your well-being over time. You can see results even if you don't overhaul your diet right away. Just making 1 or 2 changes to your diet to include more mood-friendly foods can be just the thing to change your life for the better. So make it work for you, kind of like we were just discussing.
Mm-hmm.
So whether that change involves getting acquainted with kimchi or keeping a dark chocolate bar in your drawer in case of emergency, making tweaks to your diet now can pay dividends in the future. Be sure to track your foods and your moods in your journal. So if you didn't see the link in the reminder email, just go back there and look at it. That will help you understand what is working for you on your personal mood boosting journey. So, gonna wrap it up. So, if you're ready to discover the new world of mood boosting foods, you can contact me at lynn@feedingyourhealth.com, or you can go to my website, feedingyourhealth.com. And on the very bottom of that page, you'll see this box that says Ready to Awaken Your True You. You click on that, and you can schedule your free consultation with me to go over what your needs are. And that is it. All right. So,
Thank you.
so it's just start, pick the things out that know your big why. Why am I doing this? And then pick 1 or 2 things that call to you to take you there, and track it. That's why that diary can be so helpful.
Yeah.
And like you were saying, I think I posted on my personal Facebook page the other day. Every time you go into the lake or the river, or the ocean, it's never the same ocean, and you're never the same person.
Yeah.
Every time you put something in your mouth, your body changes. So when people say, well, I don't understand, I've always eaten it. Every time you put something in, your body changes. And food is never, ever the same. So like when I made my my red juice yesterday, those beets I put in there are not the same as the beets I put in there last week.
Yeah.
All right. And that's just really important for people to understand as well. So
Thank you, Lynn.
you're welcome. All right. Carol, any questions or thoughts? All right. Well, if you are listening to this replay, there's. Hi, Carol.
Hi. No, thank you though.
Okay.
I was listening, but I was putting down my new gel mat.
Oh, nice.
It's heavenly.
I can imagine. Those are great. Good for you. I'm glad you got that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, if you're listening to this replay and you have some questions, again, just reach out to me, lynn@feedingyourhealth.com. If you aren't already on our Facebook group, Sage Wisdom, feel free to join us there. And I try to post about once a day, something along the topic of the month, and encourage the conversation. So, all right.
Bye.
See you. Bye.
I have a question, but you can stop the recording.
Oh, all right.
When you say